Hello, my beautiful Capricorns. This is V with PharaohsTarot, and I'm here with your weekly Earth Gang element reading. Okay, this is a new series we're starting. It's going to be Monday through Thursday. Monday's water signs, Tuesday is fire signs, and Wednesday is air signs. And of course, Thursdays is the Earth Gang. All right, and on Fridays, you know, we have our Friday I'm in Love readings. Before we get started, we will never reach out to you for donations. We will never reach out to you for personal readings, okay? You can only book via my website. And if you want to voluntarily book a personal reading or give a donation, that information is in the description box below. Okay, your cards to pull. Let's tap in. So you're starting out with the Five of Pentacles, Cappy, all right? This is something, I feel like it's some sort of rejection, especially with this Four of Cups here. It's like maybe you offered your heart to a person and they turned you down, or you offered your services for a job or something and they they rejected your application, something of that nature. And so when I was pulling these next cards, it almost didn't want to come out, and I was getting like, you don't want to admit you're as hurt as you are. Okay, it really did hurt you. For these cards to come out, you really do feel alone. You really feel isolated. And for the Four of Swords, there's healing that needs to happen so that you can move forward and make an offer once again. You know, rejection is protection, and it doesn't mean the end. Perhaps you were settling. It wasn't what you were supposed to be doing. There's so many options, but you have to trust the divine. If you did all that you were supposed to do, then you have to just leave the rest to the divine and know that there's a higher purpose and a higher calling for this. But you must sit down and heal so that the fear of stepping out again won't prevent you from moving forward with other emotional, fulfilling pursuits. Okay, and we have the King of Wands on the bottom. Yeah, you were starting to get your confidence back. Like, you know what? I still am that guy. I still am that girl. You know what I mean? It's that energy of like, you are this energy, and this is the king and not the queen. So you started to be more active. You know, maybe you started to work out more. If it was like a rejection from a partner, you started to work out. You started to you know, dress, get your wardrobe together. You know, like it's like that energy. And if it's a job, you know, you started to be more creative and kept putting your resume out there or showing your skills somehow. You know, and we have the Ace of Cups with the Three of Wands with the Page of Wands. Yeah, because you know self-love is the best love, and while you were waiting, you were actively waiting until you figured out your next move. Right? You didn't let your heart you didn't let your heart be troubled. You know, you feeling sad, but you just kept it moving, Cappy. Like, that's how you do. You just keep it pushing, but you have to acknowledge the hurt. Otherwise, it'll creep back in later on. So we have the Knight of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, Spirit is like working with you to give you some good ideas. I'm really getting that. Ideas are coming in quickly. And this could even be you thinking about the past, like, I'm just gonna get my stability up. I'm gonna be good no matter what kind of energy. But there is a transformation that's happening within you, Scorpionic energy here. There's a major transformation to your path, and this what you see as a rejection was actually another lesson for you to think about love differently, if it was a romantic situation, or think about your career differently. You know, was that even what you want to do? And so you're really asking yourself those big questions and unlocking your heart. And so the Six of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles, yeah, you're probably fearing like you won't, it's not going to happen for you. This new start is not going to happen. This promotion, this extra money that's coming in, this new beginning with a person, excuse me, it's not going to happen. And Spirit is trying to help you move away from those thoughts. Because I feel like intuitively you know, like you've worked for this and you know it's yours, but your mind is kind of running away with you sometimes. But it's really dealing with the wound of hurt, because there's only so much that your passion can action, and like it can push you, it can propel you forward. Fire can propel you forward, but when you come to a wound of the heart and of the mind here with these swords, like that can hold you back. And so we have the Four of Wands as the outcome. So you will be in a stable situation. You will have a stable job. You will have a stable partner. You will have a home. Some of y'all are wanting to be homeowners. Partnerships, like being a power couple, like partnering in love and business, that sort of energy. Being connected to high vibrational people. But we also have the Two of Cups with the Empress, and you see the Queen of Pentacles peeking back. So this is somebody that's going to match your coins. All right, so you know, you're focusing on yourself is gonna get your money stacked up, and so you don't really realize that this person is good. Like, this is the Empress, okay? Male or female, however it is. But the High Priestess, this person is intuitive, and intuitively you know that this new start is going to bring you this new energy, okay? You could be coming into contact with the water sign, but everything is fine. Don't be so much in your head. Try not to be. I know it's easier said than done, but pick a direction and stick to it. So we have the Hunter and the Crow. The Hunter and the Crow. These two pairs together is about you being honest about where you are on your path and what you actually really want. Okay, the Hunter doesn't settle for what they call roadkill. All right, and it's not to say the person that you were wanting to be with or the job you were wanting to is roadkill, but in this situation they're saying perhaps you weren't going for your best. You settled, you started making compromises, and the Hunter does not do that. They will rather come home empty-handed than settle for roadkill that could be poison. Okay, and so the Crow is also a messenger of truth. And so the Hunter also makes their own path. Spirit leads the way and leaves clues, and the Hunter makes their own path. They don't look for others to show them the way. Of course, you want, sound advice when you need it, but intuitively, you know which direction to go in, and to be honest with yourself about that path, okay? And not taking more than what you need. And you have the Owl here, so you're very wise and move in silence. You're going into a relationship. There's no need to post a week after you've been dating on social media that you're dating someone. Like, take time to get to know the person. A lot of extra energies can cause conflict within a situation. If you're working on a big project, you're applying for a job, it's probably best not to tell everyone about it. Even though you are excited, wait to give them the good news, okay? And that's just that energy I'm getting. Of course, there are some people that you trust. Even the people that you love in your family and trust the most sometimes may try to, in their best intentions, give input that may dampen your fire. So keep something, move in silence a little bit. And that's the High Priestess as well. This figure doesn't speak a lot, okay? So hopefully this was helpful, Capricorn. If it was, like and share it out. Subscribe to the channel if you feel moved to join our community. www.PharaohsTarot.com for personal readings to get more specific information on your situation. Different tiers over there, so check us out. As I said before, we're also on Instagram and TikTok where we go live. So tap into the community over there. So much love and light to you, Capricorn. Namaste.